Velvy! No, a hug? Where's it written that a grandson shouldn't give his Zadie a hug? I'll leave him off that cup.
Thanks for babysitting us, Zadie.
Oh, listen, it's been a great, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure because Booby loves when you and your brother sleep over. So, where did your Abba and Ima go tonight?
There's some show in Radio City that they're seeing.
Anaya, Michigas.
So tell me some stories, Zadie.
Some stories? Why is it always written that a Zadie has to tell his grandson stories?
You always tell us stories.
Eat and go to sleep. Your brother's in the bedroom. It's late.
I came for a story.
You came for Booby's blintzes, not a story.
Where is it written that I can't have both?
Oh, this is going to be a long night. You know, Velvy, I've told you every story I know. In this small room, in this small bedroom, 100 sporim that your Abba read when he was your age. Read us book.
Zadie, would you believe that I've already read every single one of those books in that room? Tell me a story.
Story. 3 weeks ago, around your brother's birthday, we ended Bereshis with Parshas V'yechi. Now that's about Yaakov.
I know, Zadie. Yaakov dies and says his final words to his sons.
And grandsons. And what's more, he gives a brucha to his grandchildren's children and their children. You know the brucha. It's a song everybody sings now.
Everyone knows Malach HaGoyel, Zadie.
Everybody knows the Malach HaGoyel. When Yaakov gives a Malach, it's wonderful. He gives a Malach, and it's great. And when Rockefeller gives a Yerusha, it's money. But our Yaakov gives a Malach. Our family has many stories about a Malach coming to the rescue.
Stories? More than one?
Well, let's start with one. It was the time of the Inquisition in the late 1400s.
Were you there then, Zadie?
I don't think so. This is the story of Manuel Bardino, a shoichet, who brings his family from Spain to Lisbon, Portugal, to escape the Inquisition. But the Inquisitors arrive on Portuguese soil, and the Jews are being hounded again. Now Bardino was under pressure to convert. To escape that fate, he had hired a ship to take his family and friends to Naples, Italy. But the ship did not arrive, and Bardino had to face the Inquisitor, Diego Elvista.
have greatly disappointed us. Some weeks ago, you promised an answer to our simple request. We waited. We heard nothing.
What you asked was difficult. I need more time.
More time? The correct decision should take little time. The wrong decision has consequences forever. You wait for a ship, Bardino, but no ships are coming for you. Yes, we know everything. We have been most patient awaiting your decision, but our leniency has its limits.
You asked me to abandon my people, to betray my faith. How can I do this?
How can you do this? You are a fool, Bardino. You know what we can do, what we are capable of. You have been at the Auto da Fe. You have heard the screams of children. You have seen women burn while they lived, hair and skin afire as they cried out to us. You have witnessed the tearing of limbs as strong men begged for death to end their misery at our hands. Do you mock us? In the morning, in 7 hours, when the markets open and the people gather in the town square, you will come back here to this spot to confess your sins before the city of Lisbon. You will discard the beliefs of your fathers and become one of us. If you cannot do this for yourself, then do it for your wife and your beautiful children. It would be sad to see them in the town square, suffering as others have suffered for their stubbornness. For your stubbornness. Do you think, Bardino, your life is of any meaning to us? We selected you because you are a leader of your people. Shochet, a slaughterer, I believe, is your occupation. When your countrymen see your act of conversion, they too shall follow. This is why we need you, and you will now obey. An hour after dawn, you will return to this place, penitent and cooperative, to renounce your faith before the citizens of this city. Go now. And Don Manuel, give our love to your family.
I had a dream. It was amazing.
Go back to sleep, Ezra. We can discuss dreams in the morning.
But it was about the ship. The one to Naples. I saw it.
Oh, you sound tired. Go back to sleep, please.
But the ship, it's the one...
Stop with this childishness. The ship has sailed.
But I saw it.
Oh, my son, yeah. There was supposed to be a ship. What is to become of us?
We were going to Naples. The ship is out there.
There's no ship!
In my dream, I saw it. Someone showed me. Ship is painted black to blend in the dark. Has 3 masts and a wooden bear carved on the bow. The captain, he's a big man with a red beard and a scar under his left eye. He paces the deck looking for us. His name is Mendoza, Carlos Mendoza.
Yeah, Mendoza. But there's no ship in the harbor.
It's not in the harbor. They were searching for Jews, so they hid the ship behind an old wreck outside the harbor. I can find the way.
The ship! This is a miracle.
The name of the ship is Ursus.
Enough, I believe you. Quickly, Ezra, go wake up the children, wake up the family. Tell everyone we're leaving 2 hours. In 2 hours, okay? Got that?
They'll need a sheikh in Naples too, no?
Wow, Zadie, did the Bardino family make it?
Their ship sailed just before dawn. Elvista's soldiers were only minutes late trying to stop them. The people celebrated on the ship for the whole trip from Lisbon to Naples. They thrived in Italy, and generations later all over Europe. And Booby's family traces back to Bardino,
Where's Booby from?
Poland.
Tell me a story from Poland. Malacha story from Poland.
Malacha girl story from Poland. A Malacha girl story from Poland. Give out. Actually, there is one. You, of course, know you've heard of the town of Chelm.
Oy, Zadie, not another Chelm story.
It's not just another Chelm story. It's a special one. Chelm, a sleepy little village in Poland in the 1800s.
Were you there then, Zadie?
No, I wasn't there then. And if I did come from Chelm, would I be bragging about it to you?
But if you were from Chelm, you probably wouldn't think it was so dumb to be from Chelm.
Look, you want to hear the story?
Sure.
Come, get your coat. We'll take a little spazier.
You always like taking walks, Zadie.
I always feel my body is trim. Come, we'll take care of your son. The people of Chelm were a simple folk, no rocket scientists, very trusting. Even the authorities left them alone. But they had one miserable enemy who wanted them gone, who wanted to take their property for his own purposes. He was a cousin to the nobility ruling that part of Poland. His name was Leopold von Tippisch. Von Tippisch sent a forged letter tricking the Rav of Chelm into going on a long journey to a conference in Russia. He felt that without the rabbi's guidance, the people would be lost and he could steal their land.
excuse me. Excuse me. So, Reverend Paul, after having wandered around town, secretly, I'm beginning to believe all the story.
Shah Gabriel, don't make judgments. We were sent over here by the elders of Warsaw to help these people. Let's just do our job.
You think they'll accept our decision?
I hope so. Excuse me, can you be of some help, please?
Surely, I will help you to the best of my ability, which are not too great, because I'm a man of a little importance. I'm Fievel, the shoemaker.
Yeah, this is Rabbi Gabriel.
And this is Reverend Paul.
From Warsaw.
From Warsaw, yeah. How can a poor nobody like me help you?
Reb Fievel, who is in charge here?
Well, the Rav is away, and I'm only a poor shoemaker. Maybe my friend Meir can help you.
I will.
Meir!
What can I do for you?
Rav Meir, this is Rav Gabriel, and this is Rav Paul from Warsaw.
From Warsaw?
And they have some questions to ask.
Shalom Aleichem.
Which of course you can answer better than I.
We were wondering if you can help us, Reb Meir.
I'd be glad to help. After all, I am the mayor.
Oh, you're the mayor of the town. We thought your name was Mayor.
It is. Years ago, the town wanted to hold an election. Someone asked, who knows how to be a mayor? Well, I said, I've been a mayor all my life, so I got the job.
Well, we'd like to. We need your.
Reb Meir, or Meir. We were sent over here by the elders of Warsaw to help you find the Rav.
How nice. We were wondering what to do. So many questions and no one to ask. Who was selected?
I'm not asking you. Your job.
Finding a Rav was not an easy task, you know. So the Rav's nephew was selected.
The Rav's nephew?
Yeah.
All his nephews have moved away.
Oh, no, not this. This is the youngest nephew, the youngest.
Little Yitzchak did his best. At first, they came reluctantly. Soon the town accepted Yitzchak, but still some challenged him.
Yossel the butcher has an important question for the Rav.
I showed the Rav a mighty strange thing, which I never saw since the day I was born. I found a bull that looked like no other. I found a bull that does not have horns. He found a bull that does not have horns. So my good Rav answered answer my Shyla. Is this a creature which I must scorn? Is it called trade or is it called kosher? What is a bull without any horns? What is a bull without any horns? What is a bull without any horns?
Yussel my fate for asking this question. I've studied the point and the animal too. There are some good reasons a bull has no horns, and so I am happy to mention a few. And so it is happy to mention a few. The bull may be young and has not yet grown them, and some mutations don't have them at all. Skin could have grown to cover them over. They could have been lost in a fight or a fall.
They could have been lost in a fight or a fall.
But Yussel, this beast you brought to my gate, I am afraid is most certainly trait. This misshapen bull that you came across is missing its horns. Because it's a horse.
It's missing its horns because it's a horse.
I also poskin that from now on, Yussel must not only wear his glasses for reading, but all the time.
Oh, Yossel the butcher has a second question for the rap.
Why would a bull have a saddle? Yossel, I think I know the answer. Wait a minute. I can tell you why. He has news. As you all know, I have 5 sons and 5 daughters. I'm far richer in children than I am in material goods. After all, a poor shoemaker with so many children. Although, maybe that's why I'm so poor. Well, I've been trying to save money for the marriages of my children. Not that I have enough for all 10, but at least for 1 and maybe a little left over. You want to have a question for the rap? Yeah. The question, if my daughter and the husband needs financial help, should I delay the wedding until I have enough for all of them, or give a little and save the rest for the other children? Or give her all, and I'll be talking like a Baruch that I'll have more when time comes. What?
Rav Feivel, are you trying to tell us your daughter's engaged?
Why, of course, didn't I say that? But still, I need the Rav's advice. Should I delay the wedding until I have enough for all of them? Or assist my daughter with my money? No!
Help!
Help? Rav Yitzchak is right. I must help out. We will have the wedding. But who's going to be the Masada Kedushin?
Rav Yitzchak will be Masada Kedushin.
And when should the time take place? 1, 2, 3. In 3 days. No. The Rav says the time should take place right now.
Antipich, what's the matter?
I bring a message from my cousin, your ruler, Baron of this province, the great Baron Pierogin.
Thank you very much. And give our kind regards to the great Baron Pierogin.
The Baron has issued a complaint.
Have we done something wrong?
You elected an official without approval of the Baron.
He's only temporary.
Next! You had a public festival without approval and without inviting the great Baron Pierogin.
We never thought he would come to one of our simchas.
Don't be a fool. He wouldn't come to your pitiful little town, but you insulted him by not inviting him.
We never heard of these laws before.
In 2 days, you must appear before the Baron to explain, apologize, and submit yourselves to the Baron's mercy.
Very well. In 2 days.
In 2 days, it is Shabbos.
Perhaps we can meet the Baron next week.
You scoundrels! You insult the Baron, and when he gives you a chance to make amends, you're too busy. I'll tell him that, and he'll tear this town apart. Only toothpicks will remain.
What do we do?
Shh, shh. Please, please, give us a moment to think. Is this right time? No, I know. Wait, please, please. This is a time for tefillah. The whole town must turn their hearts to Shemayim, especially the children. Hashem listens carefully to the tefillos of the children. Get me Von Tippish!
Von Tippish! Von Tippish!
Tippish. He's just a boy. What can he come up with?
Maybe he knows how to see the Baron before Shabbos. Or maybe he knows how to get Von Tippish to delay for us.
Maybe he'll create a miracle.
Miracle?
Well, Shabbos comes out on Wednesday, and Wednesday will be Shabbos.
You interrupted my lunch.
We wouldn't want the Baron to think that your lunch was more important than your mission.
Does this little boy speak for you all?
Yeah? Of course.
Then what is your answer, little rabbi?
Go up. Tell him.
Tell the Baron that he will have his answer. But he must come to us.
Come to us.
I demand that he drag his body here to discuss this in person, or I will be displeased.
Well, let's see. Demand must come in person. Little rabbi is displeased. And drag his body.
Rav Yitzhak, maybe you want to reconsider the message you are sending. I mean, there are certain forms of political speech which may not be familiar to you.
I love applause.
So, it is agreed. We must stand behind our Rav. He is our leader, whatever he is doing. When the Baron comes, we shall...
He has news. I'm only a poor shoemaker.
Hey, poor shoemaker. Nachama with the shoemaker.
Who hasn't seen many soldiers before. So when someone tells me there are 600 soldiers outside town, I say, oh, that's a lot of soldiers for a little town like Harlem. But as a shoemaker, when someone tells me he's a size 11, I go to measure anyway. Maybe he's a size 12 and he just doesn't know it. So I will take anyone's word for it that there are 600 soldiers outside town. How many soldiers are there? 677!
The Baron? Oi, vem.
Welcome, Baron Parogin, the great Baron Parogin. Yeah, I said I would stand behind the ram.
So, I am here, and I have got 600 men with me.
677!
No. Who is it demanding that I come to this little tickle of a town? So, I have dragged myself to have you tell me why I should not tear down your village, beat a few of you within an inch of your lives, and throw the rest in prison.
Shh. Baron, what have we done to make you angry with us?
What have you done? What have you done? What have you done? Well, first, you elect an official without my approval.
No, he's a kid.
1 second. You have the nerve to have a festival with no approval and without inviting your beloved Baron. When I ask you to explain, you demand! I come to this little hovel! And finally, will you please get off my foot?
Get off my foot?
Sorry, Timmy.
But didn't Von Tippisch tell you that we could not come because it was our Shabbos, our holy day?
Von Tippisch warned me you would say that. Are you telling me that Shabbos is more important than your Baron?
Shabbos is very important to us.
I cannot allow my people to tell me when they will choose to obey me. But we will modify our decree. We will still burn your town down and chase you into the woods, but we won't break any legs or put anybody in prison. On condition that you apologize nicely.
Shh. I agree, Baron, that an apology is called for.
Smart boy.
But I think it is you who should do the apologizing.
That case, you want me to apologize to you? Why, you little... Give me some... Give me... Yeah, you little... You despicable... best excuse for a human being! You rotten dog! You broken windpipe! Broken windpipe? Please! I am going to bring my men into this town, and starting with you, they're going to slice, they're going to burn you. He raised his hand. What is with the hand? You got goat traffic coming by?
You misunderstood me, Baron. I did not want you to apologize to me. I wanted you to apologize to the Shabbos.
You want me to apologize to the Shabbos. Are you crazy? You want me to apologize to a day of the week? I don't even speak Shabbos. I am going to kill you with my own bare hands. Again with the hand. What is with the hand?
I had an unusual dream.
He had a dream. I'm about to kill him with my bare hands, and he had a dream. Next thing you know, he's going to want to breed chicken entrails and tell me my future.
Instead of the future, Baron, I'd like to talk about the past. Some years ago, a young Polish boy played with a friend near our town. They played late at night by the ovens outside, where the daily flame had died down. Young Polish boy was tricked by his friend and locked in the oven for a while. The friend went off laughing to bring back their mates to release the crying young child. Stayed in a dark, dingy oven all night. They came weeping next dawn, thinking the ovens had turned on, and the little boy had not survived. And who was the boy locked in the oven all night, Baron?
It was me.
And the next morning, when they expected to find the body of a burnt young boy in the oven, what happened?
I lived.
And why weren't the ovens turned on that next morning?
I was going to ask you that. One moment. You know the answer?
It was Shabbos.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because it was Shabbos?
And what would have happened to you if it were not Shabbos and the ovens had been lit on time?
Pierogan would have been fried.
Now, do you owe Shabbos an apology?
I owe my life to Shabbos. I hereby decree that we will never ask the people of Helm to violate the Shabbos. I'm trying to remember who it was who put me in the baking oven so many years ago. Oh, was it maybe Dombrowski? No, he'd moved away by then. Maybe Shabatsky. No, he always was kept after school. I have it. It was a relative. Yeah, a relative.
Baron.
Yeah.
Just how many boys threw you in the oven that night?
Just one. One. Von Tippisch! It was you who threw me in the oven.
No. Well, yes, but cousin, it was a joke. I was going to get you out, and then we would laugh, and laugh. Oh, don't hit me.
Give me your jacket. People of Helm, if you ever need help for Shabbos, place this in the tallest tree so that I may see it from my castle. And Von Tippisch will come running as fast as his skinny little legs will carry him. If you need firewood or something carried, or even an oven lit, Von Tippisch will be there immediately. So says the great Baron Perogin.
A toast to the chosen guest, the great Baron Perogin. L'chaim Darim Shalom, Ulamaisim Taimim.
What he said.
Tell me, how did you know the story of Shabbos and the oven?
Actually, it was a story my uncle told me about a young Polish boy. But in my dream, I learned that that boy was the Baron. Only...
Yes?
I think the reasons the ovens didn't go on that next morning was because they were being repaired. But of course, it could have been Shabbos.
That was fun, Zadie. What else?
That's enough for now. Let's check on your brother.
My brother is a pain, and I'm not even his babysitter.
Listen, I don't complain about taking care of you. You don't complain about taking care of your brother.
Do you think Abba and Emer home yet?
No, it's probably just intermission time at this Radio City, Michigan. Which reminds me that maybe I need an intermission from you. Let's go and see your brother and we'll walk some more.
But I'm still not sleepy yet, Zadie.
That is me. Just one more story. This story takes place in World War I, in the year 1918.
Were you there then, Zadie?
No, I wasn't there yet, but I'm getting closer. Stop asking me already.
Another walk, Zadie?
Good idea.
Did we get trimmer since our last walk?
No, it usually takes 2 walks.
Oh.
America had joined the war in Europe. My uncle Mordecai, well, he wasn't my uncle yet because I wasn't born yet. Uncle Morty had joined the army. He was on patrol one day in the Argonne Forest. He was trying to get back to his outfit, but he had to rest because he hurt his leg coming down a hill. It was snowing, and there were enemy Austrian troops everywhere. And Morty was exhausted.
Marsch!
Oof. Oh, yes. Thank you.
Hands auf!
Injury. Injury. Yes.
Schaden. Von Schießen. Artillerie.
No. I fell coming down a hill.
I speak little English. Ich muss, I must practice.
I'm rather hungry. Food. In the pack. Essen?
Ja?
Are you hungry? Hungrish? I don't see any food on you.
Mein Geldbeutel ist aus. I have my sack lost. Da.
Baruch atah Eloheinu melech haolam ha'motzei lechem haaretz.
Oh mein.
You're Jewish?
See? This is my lucky day. I find American Jew. Oh, America. Are there many Jews in America?
Some, yes.
America. Das golden land. Is good for you?
Good for you. Good for Jews.
Yeah.
I guess that depends what you're comparing it to. Is Austria good for Yidden?
Nicht mehr. They blaming the Yidden that Germany is losing the war. They blaming the Kommunisten und the Yidden. Always the Yidden.
So, how did you end up in the army?
Ich habe keine. I have no family.
What happened to your family?
Typhus. Alle gestorben. All dead.
I'm sorry.
Und euch, ihr seid gewindet?
Gezogen. You mean was I drafted?
Ja, draft, win.
No, I volunteered.
America. Ein Tag. I to America go. I practice my English to go into America.
You have no family, though. It'll be difficult to get in.
Yeah. Someone must to bring me in. Landslide. Huh?
You know, I had cousins in Austria. Maybe you're one of them.
Ist möglich. Yeah, possible. We cousins could be, yeah?
Yeah. You know, if we were cousins, maybe I could bring you to America.
Ja. Nach Krieg, vielleicht. Maybe after war. Huh?
You know, it's funny finding you here. I was going in a completely different direction. Then I fell asleep. And then this voice.
Eine Lieder. Nein?
A song. Well, yeah, something singing. It led me right to the spot. What, you heard it too?
Sehr, sehr unnatürlich. Es hat mir gesagt, it told me, nicht zurückgehen, not to go back to my battalion.
Well, the snowing stopped. Where to now?
Dangerous now. Your friends, they shoot me. My patrols, they shoot you. We much careful having to be.
Yeah. I suppose if we meet one of my patrols, I'll have to take you prisoner so they don't shoot you.
Das ist klug. Very smart. And if we see my men, you stay my prisoner, huh?
That is the direction of my troops.
Yeah? Then maybe today is your lucky day, my friend.
Wow, Zadie, that story you told me about the American and Austrian soldier. Did you say that the American was a member of our family?
Sure, his Uncle Morty.
Did Uncle Morty bring the Austrian to America?
Sure, he married Uncle Morty's sister. And he said the day that he married her was the first real lucky day.
What was his name?
Name was Heinrich.
Heinrich?
But here it was Hasc. He and Hasc helped take the people over. He carried the whole family over. Yeah. They tell the story when Hasc went to the Immigration Bureau to become a citizen. They asked him, will you support the Constitution of the United States of America? And he says he would try, but he had to support his wife first because he had nothing to work with.
So that was a true story?
And the stories that I tell you aren't true.
Well, I mean, these were family members that you actually knew.
Sure, Hasc and Morty and Hasc, like brothers.
It's nice that they became like brothers. But I wish that I had a brother that I could talk to. My own age.
Again with this nonsense? You're too hard on your brother. You forget that family is family. And when you take a family that Hashem chose for you, treat them well. Which reminds me of the last story. The most important story of all.
Yeah, fine. Okay, I'll call you back. Mr. Green, thanks for coming.
Dr. Klein, I'm running very, very late. You left word you wanted to see me.
Yes, very much so.
Well, perhaps we could do this another time. I just want to see my son and get going. Maybe we could make it the next time I come. Okay?
Mr. Green.
Thank you very much.
Don't be upset by what I'm going to say. But you don't visit often enough for us to arrange an appointment.
Is that a complaint? Oh, now you're going to lecture me on the attention I'm supposed to be giving my child?
No, I didn't mean it to sound that way. But yes, I did want to discuss your attentiveness to the boy.
Well, look, I don't need any lectures. And I don't need you to judge me. Don't tell me how to behave until you stand in my shoes.
You are not in such a unique situation, Mr. Green. I see many parents just as busy as you who learn to handle this.
You pompous bureaucrat. You stand there and you judge me. Well, I didn't come here for this. I came here to see my son. Is that okay? Maybe I need special permission? Maybe you just want to make me feel so uncomfortable I'll visit even less often. What do you want from me?
Sit. Please. I have a responsibility here. I see a parent who all but abandons his son to the Institute, and I must do something about it. I don't mean to criticize, but I have no choice. You come so rarely that you are barely in touch with Hasc.
Look, I worked very hard. I have other children. I have a life.
The boy has a life too.
Now that was a very cheap shot. You think I don't care. I care about him. But I can't carry this burden, Dr. Klein. I don't have the strength for it. Is that what you want from me? An admission that I'm not a strong human being, that I'm selfish? Fine, I confess. Sorry I came here today.
Well, what did make you come today?
I don't know. I'm not really sure. I had this dream. There were voices and music. It was the strangest dream. I just felt that I had to come here today. Look, let me just see Hasc and go.
Just tell me, why is it so hard for you?
I told you. I have a life. I have my work. I have another boy with a lot on the ball, and I need to dedicate my time to him. There isn't enough in me for this. I don't have the strength for it.
This other boy, is he very special to you?
Of course! He's my son! Oh, no, don't try to fool me. I know they're both my sons. But the potential. The other boy, he has so much potential.
To do what?
To do what? I don't know, anything. Can I have a glass of water, please?
Thank you. So you only have time in your life for excellence.
Now, what is that supposed to mean?
Your other son, with the potential. What is it you expect of him?
All that I have done and more. To exceed all that I've done.
This past week, Mr. Green, what have you done?
Look, where is this getting us? I only have an hour. I've got to get back to work.
Forgive me. We may never have to meet again if you like. But this one time, tell me, what did you do this week? What did your son do? Paint the work of art. Find a cure for cancer. Solve the problem of world hunger. What is it you expect of yourself or of your son?
This is getting us nowhere. You don't understand. Okay, all right, you're right. My other son, 99% of the children in this world will never do all of those things. But they can do some of those things. Or do something new or creative. They can try. But there has to be something. Something to be accomplished.
Yes. But you seem to have glorified that something. Our lives are made up of minutes and seconds of many somethings, most of which are not earth-shaking or monumental, just little somethings. That's all most of us do in a lifetime. Yet, some of those little somethings can be quite amazing. Send Hasc in, please.
So when I ask you to take care of your brother...
I understand, Zadie. Chesky? New? Where is it written that a brother shouldn't give his brother a hug?
A leben auf der Kopf.
Inspiration.